It's Gunflares, and welcome back to the Journeyman with me, FoggyPlays, your Lord and Saviour. Today we're taking on Juventus in the Champions League quarter-final. So, be an interesting time. We do have a substantial amount of injuries, which is not ideal, obviously, but we'll work around it. So, if you do want to enjoy this episode, do make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Now let's get into the video. So fellas, not much time has passed since you were here last in the 6-0 victory over Rangers. We did want to beat West Ham 5-1, and then we got our revenge on Stoke 4-0. Unfortunately, Linus Gector scored an own goal. But in that game, Gus Page made his debut, and it was his cross, because we had no right backs. It was his cross that actually led to Linus Gector putting the ball in the back of his own net. So that was pretty good. As you can see, he only played a 6.8, but he was very, very good for a 16-year-old making his debut. So that was nice. League-wise, we are still sitting atop the league, comfortably ahead of Man United for now. And Arsenal just the point behind, but they do have a game in hand, so they could close that gap up just a smidge. Arsenal have beaten AC Milan in their first leg, and Bayern Munich beaten Man United in their leg. Next round for us, if we are to make it to the semi-final, will be against Barcelona or Roma, which means we could play Arsenal or Man United or Bayern Munich or Milan in the next round. So we're going into this game expecting to do well. I'm wearing a Hertha Berlin jersey today, so that's pretty good. Marvin Gerrard, fine. As you can see, playing a 6.58. Not played a huge amount of games recently, but Porro and Batari both still injured on the road to recovery. Not fully there yet. And Pintos still injured, so it's not ideal. But we are going to start Falcao in goal as per usual, because Lachlan is he still 16? Yeah, 16-year-old goalkeeper, captain under 19 level for Ireland. Not going to put him into the first for a game against Juventus. So Falcao obviously starts. Cujo starts a game again, as you know, doesn't start many games, but we have 4 centre backs on the pitch today. Omobamidele, Diaz, and Alvarez as our back 4. Valverde and Blas in central midfield. Adeyemi, Delaney, and Simon behind Makoko. And hopefully, this 11 is good enough to win this first leg. We are away for it. So we're travelling to Italy. Tapsoba. Kuipers is a very good player. They still have Delict. Pessina, as we know, is pretty good from managing Atalanta. Still have Kulievski. Tutaris is one of the best strikers in the world. Facundo Palestri, Man City. I completely forgot we sold Palestri to them. So I'm going to tell the lads to carry on from what we were doing in the last game, because we have won our last 3 games rather comfortably. So let's go out there. And Juventus, I think they're 5th in. I think it's 5th in Serie A. Yeah, 5th in Serie A. They're probably not going to win the league this year. So I'm guessing this is pretty much all they have, unless they are still in the Italian Cup. But I don't know. Atalanta, actually, while we're discussing it, were okay, they're up to 10th now. They were down in, like, I think it was 17th for a while. So they've had a bit of a poor season. Shouldn't have threatened to fire me, because we were just outside the top 7 when I left. And I've moved to a bigger team where, to be fair, a lot of the players still don't like me. But we're getting there. We are slowly but surely getting the players to like us a little more. Pessina finds Locatelli, and they scored. Okay, this is fine. We're away. Ruben Diaz not having a great game. Ruben Diaz was the one I was indecisive about starting. I was going to play Lopez, because Hector Lopez has played a lot of games. Barcelona have taken lead against Roma. Yeah, a lot of our players aren't playing well. Actually, everyone's playing pretty trash. Makoko is playing a 6.7, and that is the best of all our players. Not ideal. Blas finds Makoko, tries to put the ball through for Simon, but Delaney's through. Delaney! Niall Delaney scored in the Champions League! Oh, we played Lithuania in the in-between bits, and after that match, even though France were playing against Slovenia, we were top of our group. Next international break, we're taking on Latvia twice. But Delaney has been in pretty decent form. He played in central midfield in that game, because we don't play with an attack midfielder as Ireland manager, because... Oh, Ruben! Okay, that's fine. Yeah, Omobamidele was absolutely exceptional. Delaney was pretty decent, so that was all you could ask for. Kulievski does find Tutras, who's a player that keeps coming up as in the scout reports I get like one recommendation from Locatelli's save or shot is saved. The director of football sends me scout reports, but like it's out of like 38 players we looked at, this is the one we think you should sign, and like Tutras and Kuipers are two players that pop up quite frequently, and it's quite frustrating because they're both like 300 million, so it's not like we actually afford to buy them. Alright, everyone, I'm actually going to have words with Makoko and tell him to play better. Blast is playing terribly as well now. It's on a 6.4. Go. Okay, so they've taken off. Who did they take off? Vindal. So we have to do. I wouldn't mind keeping it level, but I'd also like to win this game. If we can win, then that makes the home leg just a smidge easier. Karim Adeyemi's not having a great game. Delaney is breaking though. Finds Makoko. That was shocking. Oh, we had two men over. Makoko's pass is blocked, and now Juventus are on the attack again. Back to Delict. Adeyemi, Valverde, Cujo. Okay, for a second there I thought we were going to lose the ball. Yeah, Vindal was the one that came off. Vindal was playing it right back. Was he? Yeah, Makoko not having a great game, but I think it might be because the players behind him aren't really doing enough of that. Diaz takes the ball down to Falco. Oh, Jesus. Kicks it straight at Ruben Diaz's face. Blast to Omobamidele. Overhits that just a smidge. And the Dutch goalkeeper gets the ball out to... Oh, Chiesa's through. Oh, Cujo blocks it, and then the two lads just stand there looking at the ball. Oh, Cujo was having such a good game as well. I wonder will that go down as a mistake for him. I think it might have. Alright, we're making a change. Adeyemi, I regret starting him now. And Blas is going to come off for Jude Bellingham. Confirm subs. Go. I think it probably was a poor decision on my part to not start Bellingham. Valverde is not having a great game, as is Makoko. Just a little bit of encouragement. Probably going to have to take Makoko off because he is quite tired and not playing well. So Castiel is going to move up front. Hopefully Castiel can bring just an extra little bit of pace and excitement. Cujo is quite tired, as is Simon and Delaney, and we've lost the ball again. I thought one of our... Delaney has this... it's... Every single tackle just ended up going further towards our goal. That was... you love when FM does that. Omobamidele finds Cujo. Valverde. Big ball forward. Christian Douglas. Oh, not ideal. Okay. Encourage. Alright, we're going to put Delaney up top. Put you as a deep lying forward on attack. See if he can get more involved. Because he's spending an awful lot of time in the defensive positions. We're not going to go very attacking. Because there's still a chance that we come out of this game just one goal behind. Or we berate them. And nothing happens. Okay, so we lose 2-1 in the first leg. I'm not happy. I'm actually going to shout out Blas as well. Furious. That doesn't go down. Does it go down? Okay, it doesn't go down as a mistake for either of the centre back or the goalkeeper, or the right back or the goalkeeper. So that is fantastic. Adiemi, I am furious. Mokoko, I'm just disappointed. I can't really give out Castiel. He didn't have a huge amount of time to do anything in the game, and yeah, not much came from it. Barcelona have beaten Roma in the first leg, so that is not ideal for us. But we do have the second leg coming up after we play. I think it's Brighton. Yeah, we play Brighton, and then we're taking on Juventus. We should have a right back for the next leg. Yeah, looks like we're going to have both our right backs back for that game, which is delightful. Vindel picked up an injury. That's why he went off. Okay, we'll be back in just a second for the second leg against Juventus. Don't go anywhere. Hopefully, it'll be a fantastic match and we'll win 6-0 again like we did against Rangers. That would be delightful because we did lose 2-1 to Rangers first leg. So, maybe it's a pattern. Right, fellas, so now it's time for us to take on Juventus in the second leg. The game in between ended 5-0 to us. Against Brighton. Mokoko scored himself a cheeky little hat-trick, so hopefully he can keep that form going, and Blas actually had a good game as well, so that's pretty good. The assistant manager does want me to swap the midfielders around, start Ruben Diaz and Adeyemi. I don't think we're going to do that, just because I don't think that's... So for this game, I think the only changes are that Porro, Lopez, Bellingham, and Douglas. So it's actually quite a lot of changes. Yeah, so we've made a couple of changes from the first leg, I think. Only 2. Oh no, because that was from the Brighton game. Yeah. I'm a bit forgetful. I do anticipate that we can do well in this game. So I'm going to tell the lads, actually I'm going to thrash my arms and say exact revenge. One thing I would say is Philippe Simon has been a little bit quiet recently. We have motivated him. I am going to just tell my players to press just a little bit more. Because in the first leg, a lot of the players just kind of got to do whatever they wanted. We didn't really do an awful lot to stop them. Adrian Gonzalez is our actual player, and he's on the bench. So hopefully he doesn't come on. I didn't see if he came on in the first leg. I didn't even check to see if he was in the team for the first leg. But we are going into this one expectant. The last time we were 2-1 down in a Champions League match in a first leg, we came back and won 6-0. Hopefully we can do the same. Jude Bellingham, I had a word with him before the match, as I did with Castiel. It was actually like 10 o'clock this morning. I called him into my office and I was like, lads, you're not doing good enough. That was not very good by Blas. I actually never checked to see if it was Blas, like, super hating. I never checked to see if he, like, doesn't like big matches. I don't really delve too deep into... No, relishes big matches. Then why was he so trash in the first leg? Douglas, it's all over the place. Right, so our first real attempt at goal has ended in us not scoring. Did have multiple bites at the cherry. Didn't work out. Barcelona have conceded. Oriol, I think he was the one who scored the first leg, has only gone and scored an own goal to level the scores. Would be nice if we could do the same. No? Pop it back to positive. Just see if maybe doing that makes a difference. I am considering taking Simon off. Because he's just not really done much. Even in the win against Brighton, didn't do a huge amount. He was just kind of there. Bamadele puts him on through. Can someone? No, he's pulled it back. The Juventus defenders are really putting their body on the line. We've like that gives someone a 7. Juventus have had one shot. It looks like they've come here and just are like, well, we're defending, and that is what we're doing, and we're going to stay defending. Hopefully, Makoko marking the goalkeeper for that free kick. Porro picks up the ball, puts it back to Falcao. Bamadele. Makoko's through. Yusuf Makoko, 46th goal of the season. And it is 2-2 on aggregate. We are on the precipitation of taking control of this game just as halftime starts. Or just to be going for halftime. 1 goal could be enough. Nope, okay. Unfortunately, the goalkeeper was anxious. Thankfully, he's not anxious anymore. And I don't think there's anyone that needs taking. I don't think is anyone super tired. No, everything's fine for now. We'll keep an eye on it. Alvarez with a throw, 50 seconds in. Ball is being bopped around. Blas picks it up, dinks it across. Simon, how do you miss from that close? You're like 2 yards out. Oh. Locatelli's been taken off. So the scorer of the first goal in the first leg is gone. Pedro Porro whips it to Delaney. Lopez is very far forward. Porro finds Delaney. Delaney turns, hits the defender. Blas. I'm not 100% sure what he was trying there. Yeah, Juventus really are playing with like super defensive lines. I was hoping that Makoko would run. Phillips man just kind of runs into view and then just kind of like runs away again. Like, just want to make sure you know I was here. Lopez, Bellingham, Simon. Beautiful ball forward from Makoko. Slots it past the keeper. His 47th of the season. We still have some games left to play this season. So it's looking pretty good. The last league games as well, actually, while we have a little bit of downtime, United and Arsenal both drew against questionable teams, I would say. I think United drew with Burnley. I think it was Burnley. And Arsenal drew with a mid-table. I think it was one of the mid-table teams. Spurs do look like they're getting relegated. Simon is true. Makoko. That's going to be disallowed. I think Simon was offside. I think Simon was just ever so slightly. He was ever so slightly onside. So he might as well have been totally onside. We're 3-0 up, 52 minutes into the game. Alvarez, that was okay. Simon wasn't offside. I think one of the might have been taps over or Kuiper's keeping him on. We're going to just give the lads a bit of praise unless we concede, and then we'll take that praise away. But we are putting them under the cosh. They will have to move into more attacking at some point because they are now 2 goals behind. I feel like this is what's going to happen for the majority of the Champions League games. We'll go to whoever we're playing. We'll go to their ground and struggle a little bit. So I think for the next round, if we make it to the next round, of course, we do need to have a very good first leg because I think we'll be at home. Facundo Palestri is coming out to play against us. And Kulievski. Oh, that was a terrible blunder. And Simon's just not really on it. Bellingham finds Blas. Delaney puts it out for Douglas. Whips it across on his weaker foot. Finds Simon. Simon's kind of doing a little bit of a dance. Bellingham to Blas. Back to Bamadele. Christian Douglas. dispossessed by Kalulu. Don't know. Delaney, blast, Delaney. Douglas is through. Oh, he's hit the post. Oh, in the game against Brighton as well. I think we hit the post like 3 times in one attack. It was frustrating. Makoko hit the crossbar, Valverde hit the post, and then Simon hit the other post, I think it was. It was madness. 75th minute, it is time for us to make some changes. A lot of our players are quite tired. We're going to bring Castiel on to play up front with Makoko. I know we're comfortably ahead, but I'm going to just get some game time into Castiel, so hopefully he can get some bit better. He has been just a little bit lacking. And do we make a third change? I think we do. Porro is tired. I can rest him for the next game because we have Batari back. I'm going to take off Lopez. I'm going to bring on Ruben Diaz. He can have 15 minutes. I am kind of, to be honest, I'm really kind of phasing him out. He has been... Oh, Simon, that was questionable goalkeeping. Yeah, Ruben Diaz phasing out of the team because of his age. He is 30 something now. Ruben Diaz is 33. So I do kind of want to bring in some of the younger players. Like Hector Lopez. Cujo's been pretty good every time we've asked him to play. So can't really complain too much about that. But we are going to win 5-2 on aggregate, 4-0 on the night. It's not quite the 6-0 that we did over Rangers in the second leg. And we're going to be playing Roma in the next round. I just caught a glimpse of their result, and I think they won 2-0 on the night. Yeah, 2-0 on the night. Matthias Cunha got himself sent off, which is not ideal. Makoko with a cheeky little hat-trick. Philip Simon. I think we deserved it. So we're going to be playing Roma. Have we ever played Roma before? Yeah, because we had a worse... We were terrible against Juventus. Every time we played them, it was pretty bad. We haven't played them in 3 years. Oh well. Yeah. A win and a draw. Makoko is fantastic. We all knew that. Cine Lobo is delighted. 13 players support me. 12 don't really care. Well, I'll take it. So next episode will be both legs against Roma, where we... Oh. Do we play Man United? Because in theory, that Man United game could be... it's 11 points. I don't think the league is going to go that far. We could actually win the league in the next 2 games, I think. Although Arsenal have a game in hand. I'll bring you back for when we could win the league, plus both the legs of the Roma games. So if you have enjoyed this episode, do make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Share with all of your friends. We don't know who we're going to be playing in the final, should we make it there yet. But leave a comment down below. How do you think we're going to do against Roma? I don't think Mourinho's in charge anymore. No. How are we going to do against Zinedine Zidane's Roma? Seeing as that we just beat Juventus, who are a little bit worse off than Roma. But thank you very much for watching, fellas. And I will catch you in the next one.